Everyone, Matt here from Docs Running, and today we're going to do a sub 2 review of the Saucony Guide 17. So this is a complete overhaul of Saucony's standard stability daily training shoe. It's underseen a lot of changes in the past, and this most recent version is no different than that, where it's completely overhauled from previous. It is still definitely a stability shoe, but it is definitely more of a centered stability shoe with stability for both those that go medial as well as lateral. So let's talk about how that is, but we'll talk about specs first. So spec-wise, coming in at 9.4 ounces for men's size 9, 8.1 ounces for women's size 8. There is now a big rocker geometry, which is one of the major changes. The thing stack height wise, the heel does stay the same with 35 millimeters in the heel. Now it's 29 in the forefoot for additional stack up here in the front for a 6 millimeter drop, which is lower than previous. That is somewhat noticeable. It definitely feels more maximalist and a little bit lower in terms of the heel, but it feels like the stack height is higher, and it kind of looks like it, but that is the massive sidewalls that make the shoe really, really stable. The outsole has also really changed. The midfoot is now filled in. There is no plastic arch piece here. There's still plenty of medial stability because there are full-length sidewalls from the heel all the way to the forefoot, and I can feel them, and it's actually really nice. It's not like Blister City. It's like, hey, this feels like good support without having anything additional there. And it makes it really stable, especially with the wider base. There are lateral sidewalls as well. There's a heel and midfoot one. There's not one in the forefoot. So again, if you need that on the outside, it's going to be really good. What's also really cool is the bevel. I was a little upset at this initially, is slightly medial, but the crash bar on the outside breaks in really nicely, so it actually keeps you really centered instead of biasing you one way. So stability is very centered to this shoe. They did a really good job with it, and it's still on the lighter end. So you can pick up the pace a little bit, but it's really meant for daily miles. The last thing that's different is the fit is just a little bit wider, a little more accommodating than the last version. Still very secure. I didn't have to lock down the laces at all, but it's been a huge overhaul. It's actually one of my favorite shoes to train in, and I'm going to have a 100 miles review for you very soon.